absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
15, line it. 15 line. 80 weapon. Hey, alert 3. Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We're scoreless after 1.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Hey, Alpha. 25 to Mike. 2.
Block now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Look at me. Go. Back. Out. Go. Slam. Check out, read. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something? How would you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 24-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go.
54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. Switch. Hey, switch gears. Hey, watch it. Check 99. Kill.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking... Okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Lott throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. On 1st and 10, here's Lott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 1st down is Lott. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Try to pound it in. Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Go.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 5.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hey.
Motion. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Mike 54.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, Charlie. Yeah.
Mike 54. He's scared.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball.
Now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Jacobs now. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, 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 hey.
We got motion. Back up, back up. Right there, 54.
Get it.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
54. Mike 54. You're trapped.
Rock it.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 20.
Go out.
Watch the
Now back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 57 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Set, ready, 8, lead.
54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on, set, 18, Gator.
It's our field.
Stand, back in.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll look to throw. Being shaken, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag at Trigger. 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time, at the least, a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. This again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Zoo.
54. Mike,
2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 84 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Alvin Kamara already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box truck. Look at me. Zipper.
At their 48.
Hey.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 4. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real